Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya.
Namaskaram. Today I am going to chant Canto 93, Wisdom from Life's Experiences. Bandhu sneham vijahayam tavahi karunaya tayupaveshitatma sarvam tyaktva chareyam sakalamapi jagadviksha maya vilasam नानात्वाद भ्रांति जन्यातस्ते खलु गुणदोषावबोधे विदिर्वा व्यासेधो वा कथं तौ त्वयि निहितमतेर्वीतश्वैषम्यबुद्धेः. If thou be gracious, I shall abandon my love and attachment for all my relatives. With my mind merged in thee, I shall abandon everything and wander about, viewing the whole universe as an expression of Maya, thy mysterious power. The compulsions of the ought and the ought not, Vidhi Nishedas, of the scriptures are applicable only in the sphere of multiplicity born of false understanding. How can they govern one whose understanding has been merged in thee and has transcended the consciousness of differences? क्षुतृष्णोलोपमात्रे सततकृतधियो जन्तवः सत्यन्यनन्तास्तेभ्यो विज्ञानवत्वात् पुरुष इह वरस्तज्ज निर्दुलैर्भैव तत्राप्यात्मात्मनं स्यात् सुहृदपि च नृपुर्यस्तवैन्यस्तचेतास्तापो इच्चित्तेरूपायं स्मरति स हि सुहृत स्वात्मवैरी ततो अन्यः. Countless is the number of beings in the universe whose attention is set solely on the satisfaction of physical wants like hunger and thirst. Man is superior in their midst in so far as he endowed with vijnana or higher understanding capable of grasping ethical and spiritual values. Human birth, however, is rare, considering the incredibly vast number of other living creatures of all species inhabiting the world. And among men, a person's own self can become his friend or foe, according to the way he makes use of his vijnana or higher understanding. An individual who devotes his mind to thee and concerns himself with the means of overcoming the miseries of samsara is his own friend. All others are their own foes. त्वत्कारुण्ये प्रवृते क इव न हि गुरुलोकवृते अपि भूमन सर्वाक्रान्तापि भूमिर्न हि चलति ततः सत्क्षमां शिक्षयेयम् गृह्णीयामीश तत् विषयपरिचये अप्यप्रसक्तिं समीरा दया तत्त्वञ्चात्मनो मे गगनगुरुवशात्पातु निर्लेपता च. O Lord, when thy grace is operative, there is nothing even in this worldly existence that cannot play the part of a spiritual teacher. Look at the earth. It moves not even if oppressed by all. From the earth let me learn true forbearance. Look at the air. It is tainted not even if it contacts all kinds of objects. From the air let me learn the lesson of non-attachment in the midst of contacts, with sense objects. Look at the sky. It is all pervading and unattached. Let me learn the lesson of the Atman's all pervasiveness and unaffectedness from my Guru, the sky. स्वच्छः स्यां पावनो अहं मधुर उत्कव द्वहिनवन्मास्मग्रहणां सर्वानीनोऽपि दोषं तुरुषु तमिव मां सर्वभूतेष्वेयाम पुष्टिर्नष्टिः कलानां शशिन इव तनोर्नात्मनो अस्तीति विद्यां तोयादिव्यस्तमार्ताण्डवदपि च तनुष्वेकतां त्वत्प्रसादात्. May I become clean, purifying and sweet like water. May I be untainted by any blemish by taking food indiscriminately without any consideration of rules of purity. Even like fire, which is unaffected by any substance put into it, may I also learn from the same element fire, manifesting in different shapes and sizes, in different trees involved in a conflagration. The lesson that the Atman remains the same in all bodies in spite of the varying sizes and natures of the bodies in which it manifests. Like the moon which remains the same while its colors, phases, wax and wane. May I know that growth and decay are of the body and not of the Atman. And may I realize by Thy grace the unity of all the diverse individualities in the one universal Atman, just like that of all reflected images of the sun in the one universal solar orbit. स्नेहाद्वयादास्तपुत्रप्रणयमृतकपोतायितो मास्मभुवं प्राप्तं प्राशनन् सहेयक्षुदमपि शयूवत्सिन्धुवत्स्यामगाधः मापप्तं योषिदादौ शिखिनी शरभवत भृङ्गवत्सारभ्यागी भूयासं किन्तु तद्वदनचयनस्पशान्माहमीश pranesham. May I not be attached to worldly objects unlike the pigeon, which owing to its attachments to its offspring met with death in the hunter's net along with them. Like the python, let me eat only what chance brings and put up with hunger when nothing is available. Like the ocean, let me be deep without making a show of my spiritual wealth. May I not fall into the flames of lust and lucre like moths into fire. Like the honeybee, let me have the habit of seeking the essence of things. But, O Lord, let me not be destroyed like it by accumulating wealth. Ma baddhayasam tarunya gajaiva vashayanaarjayeyam dhanodam हर्त्यानस्तं हि माधवी हरैव मृगवन्मामुहं ग्राम्यगीतैः नात्यासज्जेय भोजे जशैव वडिशे पिङ्गलावनिष्टाशः सुप्यां भर्तव्ययोगातकुरर इव विभो सोमिशोर्न्यैनं हन्त्यै. Let me not be led into captivity by attractive women, as the wild elephant is by a female. Let me not accumulate wealth, as it is sure to be plundered by others. As honey gatherers do with the honey accumulated by bees, let me not be attracted by pop music, as the deer is by the hunter's flute, which draws it to the snare of death. Let me not have craving for food, lest I should be destroyed like the fish by its attraction for the bait. Like Pingala, the curdsman, Let me have sound sleep owing to the abandonment of all desires and expectations. Let me not meet with destructions at the hands of others through having possessions needing protection, like the kurara bird carrying a lump of flesh and threatened by other birds seeking to snatch away that flesh. वर्तेय त्यक्तमानः सुखमतिशिशुवनिस्सहायश्रेयभरम् कन्याया एकशेषो वलयैव विभो वर्जितान्योऽन्यघोषः त्वच्चित्तो नावबुद्धये परिमीषु कृतैव क्षमाभृदायानघोषं गेहेष्वन्यमप्रणीतेष्वहीरिव निवसान्युर्नधरोर्मन्दिरेषु. Like a child, may I live happily, abandoning all sense of status and pride. Like the solitary conch bangle left on a maiden's wrist, let me move alone, all pervading one without anybody's help and without the noise of contacts and conflicts with companions. Like an arrow maker who hears not the noise and the commotion attendant on a king's approach, may my mind bestowed on thee be oblivious of everything else. As a snake makes no hole for itself but lives in holes made by rats, may I have no home of my own but be a non-attached wanderer and from one house to another belonging to others. त्वयैव त्वत्कृतं त्वं क्षपयसि जगदित्यूर्णनाभात प्रतीयां त्वच्चिन्ता त्वत्स्वरूपं कुरुत इति दृढं शिक्षये पेशकारात् विडभस्मात्मा च देहो भवति गुरुवरो यो विवेकं विरक्तिं दत्ते सच्चिन्त्यमानो मम तु बहुरुजा पीडितो वयं विशेषात्. From the spider may I learn how the universe is projected by thee and withdrawn into thyself. From the beetle may I learn how devoted meditation can confer thy form on a devotee. And lo, on careful thought I find that more than all this body of mine, constituted though it to be of dirt and ashes only, has been the greatest of my teachers, because by the intense sufferings to which it has subjected me through various ailments, I have been endowed with discrimination and renunciation, and as a consequence brought to the spiritual path. Hi me dehamoham tyajat pavanapurādīša yat prema heto gehe vitte kalatradishu cha vivishatat stava padam vismaranti so ayam vahaneha shuno va parmiha paratah sampratanchakshikarna tajjig Havadya vikarshantya itah ko apina tatpadabje. Alas, I am, O Lord of Guruvayur, subject to the false notion that I am the body and the consequent hankering for bodily pleasures. May thou deign to rid me of this infatuation, because it is by this that one gets enslaved by attachment to home, wealth, wife, etc., and becomes forgetful of thy holy feet. In the end, this body, which one cherishes so much, becomes the food of fire or animals. Even now, while living, it is dragged hither and thither helplessly by the senses like sight, hearing, touch, taste, and smell. But alas, none of these takes one to thy feet. Durvaro dehamoho yadi punaraduna sarhi nishesharogan hritva bhaktim dradishtam kuru tava padapankeru he pankajaksha nunam nana bhavante samadik गतमिमं मुक्तिदं विप्रदेहं क्षुद्रेहा हन्त मामाक्षिप विषयरसे पाहि मां मारुतेश. If the obsession of the body sense is unavoidable, then, O lotus-eyed Lord, rid me of all my ailments and bestow me firm and unshakable devotion to thy lotus feet. Immerse not in vulgar sensuality this Brahmana body, obtained as the end product of a long succession of births and deaths, and capable of taking one to liberation. A tragedy indeed it would be if this is not done. O Lord of Guruvayur, may thou be pleased to save me from all dangers. So, Canto 93 is completed. I'll be back with the next canto in the coming week. Till then, Hari Om Tat Sat, Hari Om Tat Sat.